Okay, it is February 8th. We are going to be doing the second inspection of the year. We did one last Saturday. We're going to be doing a follow-up today. What I have noticed in the past week is that ever since we pulled that entrance feeder down, we've had a whole lot less activity going on into the hive. Last time, whenever we did the inspection, here I'm going to set the phone down to put my glove on. We're going to see if we can see any bees coming in and out. Should be right there if any come in and out. Whenever we did the inspection last time, we pulled off the hive feeder, and prior to that, we had a lot of activity going on right here at the front of this hive. That has almost shrunk to almost none. So the only thing I can think of is that by having that hive feeder on, that entrance feeder, we are encouraging a whole lot of robbing going on, and we had other bees that were not part of this hive there. So we're going to go ahead and take off the top, and we're going to start our inspection. So the temperature right now is about 80 degrees or 85 degrees. All this past week, we have been up in the 80s. So we have been having a very warm spell recently for the first part of February here. So here we have the inner cover. Again, we have the substitute pollen. We don't really see anything messing with that. We've got some bees though. So if we remember, there was a lot of activity on that side of the hive last time. It looks like we have that again, and I never smoked these little buddies. Let me see if I can pump some smoke into them real quick. Maybe try to keep them a little bit calm. And we're gonna see if we can smoke them from the top real quick. Okay, let's see how that works. We're gonna put our hive holder, frame holder here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull the frame closest to me. We're gonna see what that looks like real quick. So on this frame, we have no comb. Looks like they might be starting a little bit of comb right there, but really not very much. Set it down and we'll keep looking. Here we're looking for how far have they progressed. Do we need to clean off any of the frames from comb that shouldn't be there? We got frame number 2. We're clean on both sides. Slip that back down in there. I'm also going to be checking the in-hive feeder today to see how much have they eaten. Do we need to redo the hive feeder? Pull this one out slow and easy. Try not to squish any bees. Again, on hive or frame number 3, we have nothing. Slide this little thing back down here. Move it on to the next frame. We're going on to frame number 4 now. We have a bee on there. What looks like could be a little bit of comb that they tried to start, but really not much going on this frame. Opposite side, we have a bee on there, but really, again, not anything going on. Moving on to the next frame. This will be frame number 5. See what we got going on here. Could be a little bit of drawn comb. Couple of bees. We're starting to get in a few more bees. As we look down, we can actually see a few more bees down on the next frame. Let's go ahead and pull it. This will be frame number 6 we're about to pull. See what we got going on here. We're starting to drop a little bit of comb on this one. Not very much comb, not much activity going on this one. Okay, I'm gonna slide this frame back down. We're gonna move on to the next frame. This should be frame number 7, I believe. Okay, we got some drawn comb on this one. If I remember right, last week we didn't have very much drawn comb, but now we're starting to get some drawn comb. Okay, while we're here, we're looking for the queen bee, see if we can see her by any chance. We got some comb. It looks like we might be getting some honey or something back down in there, what looks like honey. I'm not seeing the queen, not on that frame. On this side we don't have any drawn comb, but it looks like they're progressing outward at least. Now the next frame is the one that's going to be a little more interesting. This one's a lot heavier of a frame. Remember last time I didn't even get this one on the video. We are just slap covered in bees. We've got drawn comb. We've got burr comb down at the bottom. Got a little bit of comb there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this phone down, and we got to work on this hive a little bit. What I'm gonna be doing, even though it's off the video, is I've got to clean up this frame. We're starting to draw comb in places that there ought not be comb, which is up on the actual frame of the frame. So I'm going to set this down and see if I can clean it up a little bit. I'm doing here is I'm just trying to push the comb off of the actual frame. Uh-oh. They're leaking honey out of this thing. So where I'm cutting this comb up on this top frame, it's leaking the honey that the bees have worked so hard to produce. So they're not liking that right now. I'm gonna see if I can make it look cooler. Just drop some of it. Let's see if I can get a good video of this. Everybody wants to see it. Trying to get any comb that in places it ought not be off. Okay, so I just flipped this frame around, and this is the back side of that frame that we've been working on, and you see that they're actually starting to cap some of the stuff too. I don't know how well that's showing up in the video, but it looks like they're actually capping some stuff. So I don't know if that's cap brood or if that's cap honey. I guess I'll have to learn and find out. Looking to see if we can see some of the queen or anything like that on this frame. I got a feeling she's around here somewhere. Okay, all right, we're gonna get this frame cleaned off and get these bees put back together. Okay, right now I'm just going to start sliding all these frames back over where they belong. I'll put the last frame in. The last thing I want to do is I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to pick up the hive feeder, the in-hive feeder. Hey, look. I don't know if I can get that on video well enough. There is a bee going down into the syrup that had pollen on its legs. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down real quick and see if I can't pick up this hive feeder and see how much it weighs. It fills less than last time, but not enough for me to justify trying to refill it with bees in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to see what it's like next week. Okay, now we're going to get the top cover on. Or the inner cover. This is called the inner cover that I'm putting on right now. I'm going to see if I can just slide it real easy to not roll or squish any bees. I got my frame feeder, or frame holder. Okay, I'll put the top cover on. It will be kind of buttoned up. There we are. Now it's just time to pick up and let the rest of the bees kind of settle down and go back to their home.